Hey guys, Sak here from SAKITECH, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing 25 plus amazing tips and tricks to customize your Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4. These are a combination of tips, tricks, and hidden features that is simply going to enhance your ownership. So let's dive in and get started. You paid a lot of money for this phone. I want you guys to maximize your ownership. Alright, so let's quickly talk about everything you can do on the cover display. So first and foremost, if you tap it once, it just wakes up, shows the time, date, and the battery. If you double tap it, it wakes up completely, and from here there's a couple things you can do. First, you can actually swipe down, double tap, wake the whole thing up, swipe down. You have quick toggles to turn off the Wi-Fi, volume, Bluetooth, and if you scroll over, airplane mode, you can activate the flashlight, and if you can tap on this one, you can even change the brightness of the outer cover display only, okay? The other thing you can do is if you swipe this back up, you can press and hold, and once you press and hold, you are able to pick different clock styles right from here, as you can see. Alrighty? So look at that, look at that. I can choose this guy right here, press and hold. There's more you can do, by the way. I'm going to show you everything, but you can pick these clock styles, as you can see. Now, if you just swipe to this side, you get access to your widgets. Once you're in the widgets screen, what you can do is you can press and hold and remove or add widgets right from this screen. Okay? So tap this to remove, and if you swipe over, you can tap on plus. It says add widget, touch and hold the widget to add it. So you simply go through the widgets that you want to add here. Just scroll through. So if I want to add this guy, touch and hold, and it's been added. Swipe over, tap on plus, okay, and let's just say I want to put the weather. Weather's already there, so it's locked. Okay, so whatever is not available is locked. That means it's already on the screen. What is available is not locked, so you can actually tap and add it to the widget screen, as you can see. So that's one thing you can do. So once you're done with your widgets, you can go back to the clock, which is this thing right here. And also, if you swipe this way, you get to access all your notifications, as you can see. So you can look at your notifications right from here. You can tap on your notifications, but it's going to ask you to open up the actual phone so it can go inside it, because the small screen doesn't have enough space. So if I tap on open app, it says open phone to continue. Let me show you the one last thing you can do on the cover screen. So basically, if you double tap the power button, it wakes up these cameras. You can swipe between photo, video, and also the portrait mode, as you can see. And what you can also do is, if you're in video or photo, you can switch between lenses. So if I swipe up, it's going to switch to the widescreen lens. If I swipe up again, it's going to come to the regular lens. So those are two lenses right here. Same with the video. I can swipe up, widescreen, swipe down, regular screen. If I want to record, tap right there. Okay, starts to record the video. Even gives you the time that it's recording. Also tap to stop it. Let me see. Tap to stop it. Same with the photo. I can tap. Gives me a little timer and takes a photo. All that can be done on the cover screen without even opening the actual phone. By the way, when you're in the camera, you can also press volume up or down to take a photo. Alrighty? Now let's move on and look at what you can do on the inside. Now there's a couple really cool things you can do with the cover screen from the inside. Before I show you that, I do want to let you know, the very first thing that I usually do with my phones is go to the settings, scroll all the way down, tap on about phone, and then what you do is you tap on edit, and you change the name of your phone and make it yours. So in my case, I can do Saki Flip 4, and now that's the name of my phone. When I'm searching for my phone via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, this is the name that's going to appear. It's going to make it easy to be recognized, and also it is personalized. So let's talk about the cover screen real quick. So one more thing you want to do is, when you go into the settings, if you scroll down, over here there's a menu dedicated to the cover screen. From here, you can change the widgets, just like I showed you on the cover screen. On the cover screen, you can change the widgets or you can just do it right from here. So I can pick any one of these widgets and they will actually appear on my cover screen. So we have all these options that I can have on the cover screen. Okay, you can also tap on reorder and change the order of the widget. So I can have the alarm on the top, for example, weather next, today's schedule next, and so on and so forth. So all that is customizable from here, but also I can change my clock style from here. However, in this screen, we don't just get access to basic clock styles, we get access to the graphical clock styles. So I can tap on these guys and have them show themselves on the actual cover screen. So for example, I'm going to tap on done, and I'm going to turn off, I'm going to flip over the phone, fold it shut, and look at this. If I tap it, now I have this wallpaper. The wallpapers are dynamic. Okay, so they're going to look different every time. So let me show you. Look at that. All right, fantastic, right? So going back to the cover screen options, I'm going to show you one more thing. If I go to clock style, if you pick the graphical options, any one of these options can be further customized by tapping the customize button. You can change the color of the clock, for example. Okay, look at these options. Very nice and colorful. Even change the text color. So it's fully customizable if you go for the graphical, or if you actually go for one of these basics. Look at what you can do. Let's pick this one right here. I can tap on clock background image and pick an image from the gallery. This could be anything, a photo of yourself, your friends, your pets, or something you downloaded. All right. So with the basics, you can add a custom background. With the graphics, you can customize them by tapping this guy right here, okay? And also want to let you know, every one of these guys has a different customized option. So for example, this one showed me this stuff. I can pick some of these, or I can shuffle them. If I go over here, and if I tap on customize, I can change the color of the clock and the text of this. So look at that, okay? But with these guys, I cannot pick a custom background image, which is obvious why. But with these guys, I can customize the clock and the background image. So that's the cover screen customization capabilities and all the uses. Let's move on. Now, one more thing you want to quickly set is this. Double tap, goes to sleep, double tap, phone wakes up. Okay, so to enable this feature, you go to your settings, you go into your advanced features, and then you go to motions and gestures and enable this feature and this feature. Double tap, on and off. Okay, enable these guys so you can do that as well. One more thing that's really cool here is the finger sensor gesture. So if I click on this guy, and if I enable this, I can swipe on the fingerprint sensor to bring down the notification panel. All right, as you can see. So the fingerprint sensor also detects swipe down gesture. If you do it twice, brings down the quick toggles. Just something to be aware of. The next thing I want to talk about has to do with the flex mode. So if I launch the camera, for example, I'm using this as an example application. If I launch this application, you get a usual display. All the screen is filled with the app contents. Now with the flex mode, when you flex the phone like this, what happens is it activates the flex mode view. So you can see we have buttons at the bottom and the preview window on the top, which are the cameras, as you can see. And from here I can take a photo, and you can see the new photo showing up here. I can change the modes. I can change the recording options, 4K at 60, and all that from here. So that's going to be my control panel, and that is going to be my viewing area. Now, flex mode works in other applications as well. There's a bunch of supported applications. For example, I'm going to go to YouTube over here, and I'm going to just play this video. Okay, when I play this video, you can see we have just a regular view. But again, if I flex the phone, if I just bend it like this, you can see I get the screen here, and my controls, comments, and stuff like that is going to be right here. Now, to activate this flex mode for any application on your phone, what you can do is you can go to your settings, go into the advanced features, go into labs, and then go to flex mode panel, and you can see that we can force the flex mode on other supported applications as well. So I can do it on the clock, contacts, Chrome, Drive, and you can see here the ones that are already supported says provides custom layout. The ones that are not supported but can be forced for the flex mode, you can just tap on this button and you are going to be good to go. So for example, with the clock, I'm going to go to the clock application just to show you what's happening here. So that's the non-flex, and then if I flex it just like this, I get the flex mode. Okay, so I got some stuff right here, and then I got the alarm right there. Some controls at the bottom and alarm on the top. But if I go like this, it goes back to the regular view. Now this button here on the side is fully customizable. You got the volume rocker on the top, and then you got the power button / side button. So let me show you how to customize that to give it additional functionality. Go to your settings, go into advanced features, and then go into side key, and look at this. If I double press the side key right now, it launches the camera, but I can change that and open an app instead. So let me just choose calculator. So now look at this. If I double tap, it brings up the calculator for quick access. You can change it to any application you want by tapping settings and choosing the app of your choice. And also, I like to disable this because I never use it. Press and hold the side key to power off. So press and hold. Now I get access to my power off menu. Alrighty. And finally, you can actually disable double press if you don't need it. So that's the side key customization for easy, quick use. One thing a lot of people like to do is tap on the side key, go into the settings, and tap on the flashlight. Now when I double tap this, if I'm out there, it just turns on the flashlight, turns it off. Very useful feature for finding your keyholes in nighttime. The next thing that you want to do is you want to go to your settings, you want to go into your display, and you want to make a decision here. Do you want the motion smoothness to be at 120 Hz adaptive or 60 Hz? Now this one, the only benefit is you will get slightly longer battery life. So if I tap on apply, it's not going to be as smooth when you scroll the phone. It's still pretty fast, but it's not going to be as smooth. The smoothness effect only comes from adaptive, and that is going to take a little bit more battery life. So you can make that change right here. This screen is capable of 120 Hz display refresh rate. So that's number one. Number two, if you're going to be watching movies on your phone, you want the best experience. So you want to enhance your audio visual experience by enabling the two following settings. First one is for voice. You go to sounds and vibration, you scroll down and you go into sound quality and effects. Then you go to Dolby Atmos and you enable that. That's going to give you high quality sound. And if you game on your phone, enable Dolby Atmos sound for gaming as well. It's going to give you amazing, clear effects. That's the sound. Now go back out and go into the advanced features option. Once you're here, scroll down and go to video brightness and enable the bright mode. The bright mode only works for video playing applications that you install on your phone, and you can also disable them if you don't need them. But for example, Netflix, HBO Max, Crunchyroll, any other streaming app you download is going to appear here, and you'll be able to enable it. And all it does is when you're watching one of these apps, movies on them or videos, it's going to increase the screen brightness and make the colors more vibrant to give you an enhanced viewing experience. This with the sound gives you the best audio visual experience. The next thing I want to quickly talk about has to do with the main screen here. Now if I swipe up, you can see we go to our app drawer. If I swipe down, it pulls down the notifications panel. That's the way I like it. Now your phone might be pre-configured to do this way. Settings, let me just show you. I swipe up, goes to apps, swipe down, goes to apps. So that's not good because that's just redundant. So I like to pinch the screen or press and hold, go to settings, and choose this option. Swipe down for notification panel. Alrighty, so look at this. Swipe down, you get the notification panel. Swipe up, you get your apps. Perfect. Now you can see right over here, I have my buttons enabled. So I have my recents button, home button, and the back button. Now you might want to use gestures. So what you can do is you go to your settings, go into display, scroll down a little bit and go to navigation bar. When you go in here, you can go to swipe gestures, okay? And now the buttons are gone and you can just use swipe gestures, as you can see. So if I want to bring something up, swipe up, brings up the recents panel, boom. If I want to go back, just swipe back like this. Some people just prefer this more than the buttons. I personally just like the buttons, so I go to my navigation bar and choose the buttons. But when you are in the swipe gestures, you see this line at the bottom here? That's a gesture hint line. You can also disable that so it doesn't appear and you get a full screen experience, okay? I'm just gonna keep with the buttons, and if you prefer these like myself, you can swap the back and recents based on your needs, as you can see, okay? Fantastic. So we talked about customizing the cover screen, but I also want to show you guys how to customize the lock screen here. So there's a menu for this. Go to your settings, go into lock screen, and the first thing you can do is you can add a signature on your lock screen. Tap on contact information. I'm just going to say SAKITECH for now. And look at what happens. It says SAKITECH under the clock and date. Okay, so that's, you can have anything, a quote, your name, your phone number, whatever, okay? And then the next thing I like to do is tap on widgets and enable all these widgets and then reorder them as you please. So maybe you want to have the weather on the top. And again, if you go to lock screen and if you tap on the clock, it is going to show you those widgets, as you can see. And they are also fully customizable. Kind of hidden, so it's even cooler. Quick access to useful information on your lock screen. So those are the widgets. And the other thing I like to do on my lock screen is obviously change the clock style. Tap on clock style, pick any clock style that you want. Pick a color that you want for that clock. Okay, preset colors or any color. Tap on done. And then that clock style is also going to reflect in the lock screen, as you can see. Fantastic. And the final thing with this lock screen is, if I go to settings, you see these shortcuts at the bottom. You have phone on the left, camera on the right. I can change that to anything I want. Calculator, flashlight. Now when I go to the lock screen, I have the calculator and the flashlight. To access them, just swipe it in. Boom. Alrighty. Fantastic. So that's the lock screen customization capabilities that makes your phone even more customized. Now by default, you also have access to your edge panels that are right here. Okay, that brings up your edge panels. You can fully customize these. Let me show you how to get that done. So go to settings, go to display right here, and go over to the edge panels right here. First thing you can do is turn it off. If you don't want it, I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to customize my handle, tap on handle, make it red, make it bigger, and make it a little more visible. Okay, so now I can see it easier on the side here. I can just pull it in. So that's one thing. And then if you go back there to display and edge panels, right here, you can add additional panels. So apps panel is already active. I'm going to put my tools. I'm going to put my weather. Now look at this. I got my apps here I can quickly access, or I can swipe over. I can actually go to my weather. Let me just tap this, agree, so you can see what it looks like. That's the weather application, and I also have my tools application, as you can see right over here. I can tap this button, flashlight. These are my edge panels. They're very useful. The biggest thing that I like is the apps edge panel. I can tap here, edit this, and add multiple apps, as many apps as I want, as you can see. Okay, I think the limit is like 20 or something. But now if I go back out, I have all these applications I can quickly access using my edge panels. And like always, if you don't want it, boom, you can tap on this settings here, change it or just turn it off as I showed you earlier. Now, one more cool thing you can do with your home screen is you can press and hold on any application and click select, which allows you to select everything on the screen at once for easy management. So I can take this whole stuff, press and hold, select these four, press and hold, I can just swipe it over and put it on this screen, no problem. Normally on other phones you have to grab each one of them one by one, and it's quite a task. With this one, press and hold, select anything you want, and just shove it wherever you want it. Easy to customize your home screen. Also, when you press and hold, you're able to, if you tap on select, have a couple options on the top: remove, disable, or create a folder. So that's fantastic. And also you can see I have 4 applications here like this in my columns. I can pinch the screen, go to settings, go to home screen grid, and make that 5x6 so I can add more stuff onto the screen. As you can see, now I can add 5 applications in a column, as you can see, and additional rows are available if you go to settings and home screen grid. Same thing is possible with apps screen, which is right here. So pinch or press and hold, settings, apps screen grid, I can go to 5x6. Now I can have more applications on a given screen. I can also do a quick cleanup, and it will clean up the whole thing if there's a mess. Right now it's brand new, so it's all clean anyway. Now, one thing I like to do with my phone application is if somebody calls me, I like to answer the phone with physical buttons instead of tapping on the screen. So you can tap on this, go into settings, and go into answering and ending calls, and look at this. Press volume up to answer a call, or a side key, which is the power button and the fingerprint sensor, to end the call. So if somebody calls me, I can click on volume up to take the call, or press on the power button side key to end the call. Fantastic. Now, one more thing you want to do with your phone every now and then is you want to go to your settings, you want to go to battery and device care, and simply tap on optimize now. Okay, so if you see this, tap on it, it optimizes your phone, makes it work even better. Now, to make it even easier, what you can do is you can add this button on your home screen. So let me show you over here in the clean area. Pinch, go to widgets, scroll down to device care, and simply grab either this button or this button. This is a bigger one, that's a smaller one, and just dump it anywhere that you want. Anytime you want to optimize your phone, just tap on this button right here, and it's going to optimize your phone. You can see it right there. And it does the same thing that happens right here. Under device care, another option that I highly recommend is tap on these buttons and go to automation and go to auto restart. You can do auto optimize also, but this is much more cooler when it comes to making your phone run better. So enable it, tap on it, pick 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it's up to you, and pick a time when you're asleep, okay, so it doesn't get in the way of anything. The phone simply auto restarts, and for Android/Samsung phones, that restart also refreshes your phone. It's like taking a shower. The phone's gonna work even better. So highly recommend that you enable this feature. Alright, so that brings us to the end of this video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop them down below. For now, guys, have a fantastic day, alright?